Right, today in the Pantry Challenge, number 3, we are going to be doing eggs. So, what we have here, I've got a selection of eggs, some new and some very old. So to do a test, is we get the egg, and these are the oldest ones, and we put them in the water, like so, and see if they sink or float.
Oh, it's bouncing.
This one is bouncing.
So this is the fresh test, isn't it?
So this is the fresh test,
Yep.
exactly. So all of these I have actually tried. I was hoping, because I've kept these since July the 25th, to see if,
Oh, that's ages ago.
yeah, see if they'll float or sink, but they still sink. So unfortunately they all sink, so I can't show floating them.
You tried, Ant, you tried.
I did try very hard. Right.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we can do eggs today. So we're going to do maybe some scrambled. I'm going to show you something a little bit different. So this is, again, I did a little test. So this is an older egg, which you see all the albumin has gone a little bit, and where this is a fresh egg. Right. So I'll show you that when we're cooking today.
So it's a sure sign that you've been dished up an old egg is if the albumin has gone all.
Yeah, if all the white is gone,
okay,
that's the reason why.
Brilliant, thank you.
First of all, so obviously we've got eggs, and I've also got some bread here. So something we could do with our bread and eggs is we can actually just crack an egg into there, or even two. Yep. And we can just bash it in the oven.
Wow. Has that got a name, this dish?
The traditional thing would be called œuf cocotte.
Œuf cocotte.
So cocotte is like the dish it's in. Put a little bit of salt and pepper, and at the end you could put a little bit of cream if you wanted to, if you had some cream.
Yum.
So literally we'll just chuck a little bit of pepper on that.
So today we should explain we are at the fabulous Featherston Community Centre kitchen here in Featherston on Wakefield Street, and it's marvellous that we've been allowed to just take over the kitchen for a little while.
That's it. Right, so if you want to come over with me,
okay,
do an omelette. So I have a bowl here. I'm just going to crack 3 eggs into that. Just leave one for my shop. So yeah, eggs, there's so many different things you can do with eggs. Obviously fried eggs, poached eggs. We could make frittata, so it's like eggs with whatever you got, a bit of onion, garlic, some potatoes, or some little bit of bacon. But just give this a beating.
Lovely.
And then again, we'll just put a little bit of salt and pepper if you have. And you just put that in.
Great. And eggs is something that usually does come in the food boxes or food parcels provided by food banks. And it's usually something that most of us have got in our pantry.
That's it. Right, so just a little sprinkling of salt as well.
Okay.
And then what we want to do is get this pan nice and hot.
Okay.
So if you have a pan like this at home, a lot of them now are Teflon so that they're non-stick.
Yep.
But a little trick, if yours doesn't, if it actually sticks, you can actually put salt inside it.
Right.
They call it seasoning. So you get it till it's smoking hot.
Yep.
And then you tip it out, and then you just wipe it and put a bit of oil, and it stops it from sticking again.
Oh, that's fabulous. I did not know that. That's excellent. So it's not all over Rover if you've got a sticky pan.
That's it.
All right.
So you just put a little bit of oil. We want to get this nice and
any
nice
old
and
oil? And
any oil, whatever you can lay your hands on. Yeah, you can use a little bit of oil. Also, you could just use butter. And if you've got a really good pan, you could actually use nothing at all.
Okay.
So I'll just add a little knob of butter.
So while you're doing that, Anne, I'll just explain that the Pantry Challenge is all about using ingredients that we have in our pantries and which are typically supplied by the food banks. And Ant's challenge is to make nutritious and delicious meals using what we have at home.
Right, so now that butter's just
oh God, that looks good.
We're going to whack that in there.
Great
and
sounds.
Use our fork just to scrape the bottom of the pan. Not too much, but it's all going around like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah. And in a French kitchen, they would cook it a little bit undercooked, and they would call that baveuse, which just means a little bit under.
Baveuse or baveuse? Baveuse.
So you just see And again, obviously with this you can put whatever you want in it. If you've got some bacon, some sausage, tomatoes, cheese, anything.
Oh, yum.
And then what you do is you just
Oh yeah, it's starting to firm up on the
fold it
bottom.
up.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to be as fancy as this. You could just flip it over and just chuck it in the oven just to finish it off if you want to.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's done so quick.
It is done so quickly that just, if you put it on like a 45-degree angle,
Yep.
and just look, work it up, and it's just going to fold itself. Look.
Oh yeah, look at that.
There you go. And as I say, it's the same if you're doing like a frittata. You just get anything that you had left over.
Yep.
And you can put it inside, and if you could start it off like I did and just finish it off in the oven.
Great.
And again, 45-degree angle. Get your plate. And voila.
Yum. So that was 3 eggs.
3 eggs, a little pinch of salt and pepper. And say if you had any herbs or spices or some parsley or anything put into it.
Wonderful. Thank
So
you, Aunt. That
is
looks
it.
delicious.
So that's our savoury one.
Yep.
We could also, when we was doing it, there is a traditional thing called a jam omelette. You would put icing sugar or sugar into the eggs instead of the salt or pepper.
Yes.
And you would put the jam in the middle.
Oh my gosh. And my mum used to make those for me at the weekend. And it is one of my top childhood memories is jam omelettes. Right, what else is in the box?
So again, this is just leftovers from last night. A little bit of kumara.
Yep.
And some pumpkin and some broccoli and some cauliflower. So again, we'll do like a frittata, I'll show you this time. So again, 3 eggs, exactly the same process as last time. I'm not going to juggle because I must be...
That's another challenge altogether, Aunt.
It is.
Big shout out to South Wairarapa Food Bank Collective for getting behind this project, and indeed we've had a great response, haven't we, Amp, from the whole community really for this project.
We have. It's been really fun to do and really great that people do get involved or have want us to do different using eggs and stuff like that. I know it seems basic, but it's really it's like a foundation of cookery. If you can do something with eggs, and they're so healthy, full of protein,
Yep.
Bodybuilders, and even just for brains as well. It helps.
Yep.
Helps with everything. Helps you focus. I must admit, I'm not normally a breakfast person, but this is it's really nice. So again, if you've got anything from yesterday,
yep.
A little bit of broccoli kumara there, then fry that up a little bit. Add your eggs to it.
Looking good. And same principle, just
Same sort of principle.
Yep.
And if you're doing like frittata, you would just literally do that and then just bang it in the oven.
right. Oh, look, and there's our little baked egg going on in there as well.
That's
Lovely.
good. So you leave that in for about 6 or 7 minutes just till it's cooked.
Awesome.
Right, so for our next one,
Yep, we've got a pan of boiling
we're gonna
water.
do poached eggs.
Ooh, poach. Now, people get a bit nervous about poaching eggs, and I'm one of them. I never, ever quite get it right.
Well, I'll show you. There's a few ways. So I'm going to take one of the old eggs from the 25th of July.
Okay.
And one of the fresh ones that I bought today. And we can show you the difference. So there's a few different ways. Some you could, as long as it's boiling.
Yep.
If you just put it in one of these little bits that are boiling, it'll be fine. Otherwise, some people they stir it to make a little vacuum.
Yes, I do that
You can do
technique.
that. It does whatever tickles your fancy, really. So yeah, a little bit of salt. And
Okay.
Also, you can put some vinegar if you don't have salt or vinegar.
Yep.
What happens is with the vinegar, it helps with the albumin to form the shape.
Ah, I see. Because I do put vinegar in, but I have no idea why. So that's great. Thank
I
you.
haven't got vinegar today because I've forgotten it.
So you're just breaking the egg into the water.
Yep.
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 And you'll see it starts to. Oh yeah, look.
And if you want to, if you're a bit unsure, you can always just put it into a little cup, and then grab your little cup,
Yep.
and then just put it in
Pour
just
it
like
in.
that.
Yep.
There we go.
Wonderful. I always think they look like ghosts once they get in the pan with all that
That's
the
it.
white going nuts. Hi. Hi, look, there's a centre user. We're just doing Facebook Live Cookery Challenge. Cara, it's you, hello. It's Cara from the Wairarapa Community Network. Incredible woman.
Okay, so just while that's cooking, so we're just doing it so they're just ticking over nicely, not boiling absolutely crazy.
Yep.
And you can just grab it. I'll should have a little slotted spoon, but I haven't. So there you go. You can see it cooking
Oh,
nicely.
yep.
And then the other one is maybe not so much because I said we've got one older one and one that's fresh.
Yes.
So we'll literally leave it for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
So if you're doing boiled eggs,
Yep.
rule of thumb would be like 5 minutes for a soft one.
Mm-hmm.
And then up to 10 to 12 minutes if you want a hard boiled egg.
Right. Lovely.
And then if you have a little look in here, this is just cooking. This is nearly there.
Smashing. That looks
and the other
great.
eggs are just cooking in there as well. Right. This should be nearly ready. We're going to do next one. That's ready for our next one. I'm going to show you something a little bit different as well.
So this is like eggs 5 ways today.
It
Eggs
is.
5 ways.
It's no yolk. Ba-dum-bum. Right.
Here all week. Or at least for the next 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Now I think I can tell that that's the older one, I reckon. Do you?
Right.
Oh, I don't know now. I was quite confident and now I'm not so sure. So you're just popping that onto some
Just
kitchen
some
towel.
Kitchen towel.
Right.
That's it.
Might come around the other side.
And the only reason why I'm putting it on some kitchen towel, because when you're cooking your toast,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want soggy toast.
No, you do not.
Right, that's the only reason why I did that.
I reckon that one you're handling now is the older one.
It is the
Yep.
older one, you're right.
Awesome.
And also, this most probably hasn't decomposed as much because there's no vinegar in it, because the vinegar is an acid which it will basically fight it a little bit.
Yeah, kind of eat into the albumin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there we have our poached eggs.
Beautiful. Mm.
Yeah, a little bit of salt.
Oh,
There we
look
go.
at that. That's the special bit. Oh,
Right.
yum. There's our omelette from earlier on, looking great.
Okay, and our next one, we're going to
Yes.
do something that's called a fried egg French style.
All right.
So what we do is we sort of slightly shallow fried, and then
Okay.
we get a spoon,
Yep.
and then we just keep turning it, and it makes it really crispy, like this one over these two over here.
Oh, they look incredible.
So if you're not so keen on the texture, I must admit, don't like white that much. I'm more of a yolk person.
Right.
But yeah, something a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again on toast, obviously if you've got beans, spaghetti hoops, you know, a little bit of toast or fried bread.
Yep.
And again,
Yum.
even when we're doing this, I've got the bread there. We could do French toast,
Mm.
but again, you'd add a little bit of milk to that,
Yep.
with the egg, a little bit of sugar, and then just dip the bread in, and then we just fry it.
Fry it off.
Right, so that's about ready, I think.
That is looking really good.
Yeah. So there's a little
God, that looks great. Well done.
Right. Running out of room.
And unlike me, making eggs 15 ways, there is zero panic, and you are just calm as a cucumber.
Right.
It's all in the training. Marvellous. Look at that. That is looking really good.
Everyone's nearly done. It'll be another couple of minutes away.
Okay.
Right.
So you're just heating the oil right now?
I'm just heating the oil right now.
Okay. Do you need it like bubbling hot?
Quite warm.
Yeah. So you
And
want to
then
be careful with
yeah,
this one.
Yeah, this one you want to be really careful. And the good thing about this is obviously with any hot pan, if you start something, it starts to spit. Just take it off,
Right.
and then you know if you need to, you can always take it out to the garden or something like that.
Yep.
Obviously, never put water or anything near it.
No.
That's imperative that we never ever do that.
Yep.
So now we're just going to grab an egg.
All right.
Hopefully this is hot enough and hopefully this is going to work. Otherwise it'll be egg on your face, so to speak.
Oh, the jokes just keep on coming out, which is great. Okay, I can hear that bubbling. I'm going to come over this side.
Please do.
Woo! Yeah. So you just sort of
Just keep turn it.
irritate it.
Exactly.
Something I'm very good at.
Me too. Just ask my wife. See, as I said, so the thing is, the main thing is with this, you've got control of it.
Yep.
You know, if it starts too hot,
Yep.
then you just take it off, like I've got it in my hand here. And
Yep.
Just gently. Obviously, you don't want too much oil, but a little bit. And then again, you can always put it if you don't think it's getting crispy enough.
Yep.
Then you can just put it straight over. Again
Okay.
on the heat.
Yep.
So we're just crisping it up.
But never
nicely.
ever leave it unattended.
Exactly.
And that goes for all cooking, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Try not
Yeah.
to wander off.
Exactly.
Great, it's looking really good.
So as I say, you can just make it, if you're not so keen on the texture sometimes of eggs, something that really crispy. Again. And as I say, with this, it's always better to put it on less hot and then build it up if you have to.
Yep.
Right.
Well done.
Okay.
Woohoo! That looks great. How exciting!
Exciting.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Exactly.
Right. Ba-dum-dum. It's definitely not a comedy show.
Oh, that was
Right.
kitchen towel. I thought it was another egg. But
Yeah. So there you have your egg fried French style.
Okay.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Do you want to do one more with the food, or are we done now?
I reckon I think that's a lot of food.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yep. Just a quick one. If you're going to do scrambled eggs, again 3 eggs.
Yep.
A little bit of oil and butter, and then just use. You can use a whisk if you wanted to, but I've always been trained to use a wooden spoon.
Yes.
And at the end, if you want to cool it down, if you have a little bit of butter or a bit of milk or a bit of cream, so it stops it from overcooking.
Right.
There we go.
Lovely.
So
Thank you, Anne.
Thanks for tuning into the
We'll go
Pantry
back to-
Challenge today. And
Pantry Challenge. The end. Brilliant. Just to let you know, we now have a YouTube channel which we are putting these videos up on. So if you look for Planalytics on YouTube, you'll find the last two and this one. So we're up to number 3. And yeah, just keep on sharing these videos. We really want to get the community involved, sharing all your ideas for food. Thank you so much, Ant.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy cooking.